everyone, hope you guys are having a really great weekend and happy Jubilee weekend to those of you in the UK. As you can already tell, my voice is really nasally because I am feeling under the weather today. Excuse me. And I thought I would share with you a tutorial of sorts to show you how I get prepared to go out even though I am not feeling my 100%. And this is sort of like a brightening sort of theme tutorial of sorts. They'll show you how to brighten up your complexion and sort of fake it instead of actually glowing from within. So I've already used my foundation and my skincare. So I've prepped my skin, I've done my brows and things like that. So I'm just really going to show you the colors that I use, and I wish I could stop saying so, but it's distracting me so much now. And just a little bit of little tips or tricks, I guess, to sort of mask any areas or conceal any areas that I am concerned with. So I think I'll start off with the concealing part, I guess. So the first thing I'm going to conceal would be my under eye circles. As you can tell, I haven't been having the greatest of sleeps these couple of days due to my being sick. So I'm gonna come in closer to show you guys. I don't have really bad under eye bags usually, but I guess they are quite prominent at the moment. I'm just gonna use this Maybelline Dream Lumi Touch concealer. And I would say that this is an average product. I wouldn't recommend it. I wouldn't buy it again after I finish it. I just actually bought it to try it out. And what I do is I like to just paint a couple of strips under my eyes. There's a little hair there. And I just pat it in with my ring finger. And I find that the consistency of this is not, well, the consistency is fine, but the color is sort of really awkward, especially on my own skin tone. I think that it's a bit too fair or a bit too yellow, and it's sort of like a very, well, it's not opaque as I like it to be. So I feel that it's yellow and it draws attention to my problem area without actually concealing it. So that's my sort of issue with the Dream Lumi Touch concealer. But of course, with this camera quality, I don't think you guys will be able to tell so much, and it actually looks quite alright. And oh, and I've actually put on a layer of mascara as well on my eyes, on my eyelashes. So I think I'll leave it at that. I don't really conceal too much under my eyes. I'm quite happy with that because I actually wear glasses most of the time, and as you can tell, they already look fairly decent for my standards anyway, but you can do a bit more concealing if you wish. The next thing I'm going to conceal are a couple of little blemishes that I happen to have, and I'm just going to use my foundation of the moment. This is the Laura Mercier Mineral Foundation in, I think it is rose beige. I'll just link it in the bottom bar below. So what I do is I use this little concealer brush from Bare Essentials or Bare Minerals, it's the same thing. And I actually really love this type of concealing technique, and I just basically blend the concealer on top of the little blemish. And it just sort of masks the color or the redness to it. But the texture, I guess, is unavoidable. You still can see that it's there, but it doesn't look as red or as prominent. And I have a couple under my chin as well. So I'm just gonna go over those. And you can set this off with like powder as well, but I don't think I'll do that because I don't really need to, on this occasion anyway, I don't really need to look as made up as that, so I'm just going to leave it at that. But you can set it off with a powder, especially if you have really oily skin, which I normally do, but I'm just going to go out for a couple of hours tonight, so I won't be bothering with that. And the next thing is a very optional step as well. I'm actually going to put a little bit of eyeshadow on my lids. Normally when I'm sick, I just go for really minimal makeup. I don't even usually do this step, but just for posterity's sake, I guess, I will go in and put a little eyeshadow. And I'm going to use this from Dior. It's the new Dior One Color Eye Gloss in this peachy, really nice peachy shimmery shade. They're all shimmery, I think, but this is the only like peachy shade. And I'm just gonna dot that on top really lightly. You can put more if you like, of course, but I'm just going to be really light-handed tonight because I don't want to look super duper made up as well. And I think that basically the theme of today, I guess, it's really peachy because I find the color peach to be really illuminating and really brightening and just makes you look more radiant. And it's a really flattering color to wear on like dull and gloomy days, I guess. And I don't know if you guys can see that, probably not with the camera quality that I have. So I'm just gonna put a little dab more. And you can really layer this product. It's really nice and blendable and really nice to use. It's really easy as well because in the mornings I just want to like a no fuss sort of eyeshadow, and I tend to really grab for this one because it's so easy and so yeah, so easy to use and convenient to use. So that's the peachy shade on my lids, and then the couple of last steps, I guess, are just the colors on my cheeks. And the color that I chose for this particular tutorial is the Illamasqua powder blusher in Lover, and this is the color right here. I adore this blush so much. I can't tell you how much I adore this blush. I got it when I was traveling in the UK, and I think this was my official like first peachy blush, and it's so pigmented. So that's the color right there, and I use it with this brush because this is like a color of a brush that grabs the least color, and that's actually the color there. So I just literally dab it a little bit and just pop it on the tops of my cheekbones. So just like that. I find this method or this particular way that I wear my blush now just on the top of my cheekbones makes it look really chic. So I tend to follow this particular methodology to apply my blush now because I think it looks really chic and sophisticated. But don't mind my funny face while I do my blusher. So I just apply it on the absolute tops of my cheekbones, and sometimes I even take off my glasses to do it because it just really gets in the way. And that's it really. And you can stop here because the peach, I think the peach tones in this look, I guess, really brighten up the face and make it look more fresh and radiant. Or you can go another step on top of that if you really are pulling all the stops out and you just have a really big event to get to, even though you don't feel totally over the wet, like totally 100%, you can go in with a highlighter. And this highlighter is a really nice one to use because it's really subtle, and this is the MAC's Lightscapade. And what I tend to do is, I'll show you the shade right there. It's a really subtle shade, and I'm actually going to pop this just to show you on the tops of on the bridge of my nose. And what you can do is just sweep it on the tops of your cheeks as well. And I've run out of time, so I'll talk to you guys in my next one. Bye! Thanks for watching.